Bravery in battle is needed, but so is the courage to stand up for what is right and against what is immoral, unethical, or illegal, said by Ted Thomas in New York Life in a stimulus provided by College Board, meaning that we as a society need to stand up and improve the problems we have in our communities. Hello, my name is Micaela Dominguez, and this is Assimilation of Immigrants in America. My research question is, to what extent is immigrants' ability to assimilate into the American lifestyle affected by today's society in the 21st century? And my argument to this is that today's society in the 21st century has negatively impacted the ability of immigrants to assimilate into the American lifestyle for the following reasons: lack of diversity, discrimination, and limited access to healthcare. Diving into my first point, lack of diversity, employment and economic advancement. Immigrants frequently encounter bias in the hiring process, with foreign-sounding names often resulting in discriminatory practices. These barriers not only hinder individual economic advancement, but also perpetuate cycles of poverty and marginalization within the immigrant population. Education and social mobility. Language barriers, cultural differences, and lack of network support often impede immigrants' access to quality education and limit their social mobility. Then we got complexities of ethnicity and oversimplified categorizing. Traditional social cultural categorizing often fails to capture the nuance of immigrants' experience, leading to harmful stereotypes and misconceptions. The case study of Eloise Scottville, Fight for Justice, also a stimulus provided by College Board. Her story serves as an illustration of the struggle many immigrants face on the quest for justice and recognition. Her relentless advocacy against the mismanagement of Indian trust funds by the U.S. government underscores the uphill battle many immigrants face in challenging institutionalized injustice, highlighting the power of grassroots activism in confronting inequalities. Now, my second point, discrimination. Xenophobia and hate crimes. Xenophobia fueled by fear and hostility towards foreigners often translates into hate crimes and acts of violence. These acts not only inflict physical harm, but also instill fear and insecurity within the immigrant population. Systematic barriers and policy decisions, exacerbating existing inequalities and hindering their access to opportunities and resources. Policy decisions influenced by public opinion and media portrayals play a significant role in shaping the experience of immigrants in America. Leading me to my third point of discrimination, role of public opinion and media portrayals, which significantly influence the way the attitude society has towards immigrants. Biased narratives and negative stereotypes perpetuated by the media often contribute to a stigmatization of the immigrants. Now, my last point, limited access to healthcare, impact of legal limitations and fear of enforcement. Threat of deportation or repercussion under immigrant law creates a climate of fear, hindering immigrants' ability to access essential healthcare. This chart right here shows the percentages of people living in the U.S. that are not under any type of health insurance. We got 8% of the citizens, 23% of lawfully present immigrants, and 45% of undocumented immigrants. Consequences of public charge rule. Fear of jeopardizing their immigrant status or future prospects discourages immigrants from using government-sponsored healthcare programs, worsening disparities and perpetuating cycles of poverty, since, as David stated, immigrants are found to the bottom of the healthcare hierarchy in the United States. And lastly, healthcare eligibility and coverage restrictions. Immigrants often face this when attempting to enroll to healthcare programs. These barriers, including waiting periods and income thresholds, limit immigrants' access to vital healthcare services. Now, my resolution is that this acknowledges the challenges immigrants face in assimilating into the American society, including lack of diversity, discrimination, and limited access to healthcare. And the implication is a call to action to dismantle barriers hindering immigrants' assimilation in America and to promote inclusivity, diversity, and justice. This is my first side of the page.
All right, two questions for you. First up, how did your research question kind of evolve as you moved your way through the whole project?
At first, I was focused on immigrants, Hispanics, but then I realized that was too limited as I did the research, so I just opened it up to immigrants in general.
And if you had more time, what additional research would you conduct?
I would have conducted more specific evidence in different ethnicities, like the most common ethnicities, and also like if I had more time, immigrants of Hispanics, Asians, Indians, etc.